The Morning Detour on CKUT 90.3 FM.
Murder on the beach, so it's life with a boss. Girl, you can get it if you want it. Quitty cups, the bait, I'm ready to blow it. No need to talk if you about it, then show it. It's never cap if I caught it. I better shoot if I told it. Cause I'm giving you one shot on me. If you blaze any best, it's on me. Yeah, you only get one shot, not two. Yeah, either one winning if it's not you. If you lose me, I'll be gone forever. I need a woman with class, I need scholarship effort. I need a woman with passion, her heart into something. I need her walking with confidence for longer than stepper. Yes, sir. Okay, let's say you be my lady, cause I say you person. That mean I take you all rodeo, watch you play dress up. Let's say we lovers and we friends, you got me drop my ushers. There's no one very much away.
There's only one more chaser. There's only There's only one more chaser. Nobody's this hyped this early. They say I'm on drugs. But my only drug is hip hop. You love this life. It's the Morning Detour on the mighty CKUT 90.3 FM.
Please don't be convinced by what people say. I'm not a genius. I'm not even gifted, really. I mean, I have gifts, but these are things that all come from God and through me. Everything that is out there, everything that I'm privy to, so are you. If you get that into your system and get that into your spirit and understand that, we're not separated by anything, not time, nor space, not talent, nor gift, just acknowledgement and understanding where our gifts come from.
Sick of putting all these egotistical niggas on a pedestal. All up in a woman's business. Worry about your revenue. Always think you know it all. You don't know what's best for you. Why you scared of therapy? Probably can't accept the truth. Ain't man enough to right your wrongs. Let your money like we can't see all them ones. Always at the club but can't pick up your son. Fucking all them hoes can't even make them come on. Let's talk about it. 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 Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Won't put a ring on her finger. You put a baby up in her. Another child in a broken home, cause you afraid to commit. Let's talk about it. Still clinging to your mama. Swear that you so grown, but let her handle all your trauma. You ain't never got to grow up, that's your problem. Letting happen front to hide behind your traumas. Taking all your anger out on me one summer. Had a real one by your side, but you just lost one. Let's talk about it. Ooh, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it, baby. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it, baby. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it, baby. Yeah, 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 yeah. Ooh, yeah.
How you look standing in the rain? How you gonna forget all the things we did and one argument didn't change? Baby, change up the tempo. You've been on my mental. If I could keep you, I would keep that. We be vibing like we never left. This dance too much to handle. Yeah, but you gave me what I asked for. Yeah, 'cause I told you that I want to stay. Yeah, but you didn't have me on the break. How am I supposed to miss you every night? How you left me standing in the rain? How you gonna forget all the things we did in one argument and change? How you tell me I was playing games? Didn't tell me the same. How you gonna forget all the things we did in one argument and change? Another banger. Girl, I'm never gonna leave. Baby, I'm never gonna leave. Baby, you know I'm like me. Love got me high like weed. Girl, let's take a little tree. Take you to the island, breeze. Fill up the island, breeze. Kissing in the early morning, breeze. Hot sex got us sweating. Like we just coming at this sauna. Be your body for that corner. Girl, I'ma get your body worn out. I feel the affection. Tonight we see as it go turn out. Sex was on a fucking bonus. Girl, you go make my battery run down. Girl, I feel your pressure. I will never leave you, you my treasure. Oh girl, let it feel your attention. You deserve love, you're my time and affection. You're my time and affection. Come make I give you my time and affection. Come make I give you my time and affection. You're my time and affection. Come make I give you my time and affection. Come make I give you my time and affection. Come make I give you my time and affection. Finna give you my time and affection. Finna give you my savings and pension. Girl, you light up my soul like a Benson. Never knew you was a belly dancer. Baby girl, this your matter no random. It is about the time and affection. This your body, you put me for ransom. It ain't me my this kind of attention. Come me baby, get closer. Ride this wave on an open motion. Eyes closed, with heart wide open. Drive the boat. She got a body so stupid. Wow. My eyes can see inspiration all the way from here. Your thighs can change the weather, make it rain, my dear. Show you I love you, got you soaking wet. I ain't even go low, yeah. Want it back like yo, yeah. Girl, I give you all my time and I bet. Brought her back, do you like from the jet? If I was your man, I would give you respect. I love you, no sweat. Girl, let me feel your pressure. I will never leave you, you my treasure. I will never leave you, my oh, girl, let me feel your attention.
Trouble.
Yeah, Montreal, my city.
876 God. 6 God. Try if you rush me off, try if you brush me off, I see. Bad man like skull and knee from unruly, girl, why be? Disrespect we ain't talk be. They try to say we done, we can't done. No, we can't done, we cannot done, we cannot done. We can't done, we cannot done, we cannot done. We cannot done, we cannot done, we cannot done, we cannot done. Me can't done for me that me don't need my gun. Chop all out of the place like a new stadium. Tell her give me the not the big fan cup. Them know me every God like when Jesus done. Yeah, sharp on me heavy. Chain on me neck can buy a couple Chevy. Jiggle up your body for me baby. No say your love when me go to your belly. Yeah. Bad man, she like champion and champion like. Give you something, make you ride it like a motorbike. Me are the original, me are the prototype. Them think we done with us, I kick it in a overdrive. Only can run. Anyway, we pull up is a pandemonium. Use millions of discussing on the phone. This is God and have to run up and down. Trouble footy. Try if you rush me off. Try if you brush me off, I see. Bad man like skull and knee. From unruly, girl, why be? Disrespect we and talk of it. They try to say we done. We can done. We can done. We cannot done. We cannot done. We can done. We cannot done. We cannot done. We cannot. We cannot done. We cannot done. We cannot done. We cannot done. Everywhere the girl in love. In every state, every country. Cute pretty girl wanna make a movie. She a tell me she bad and she unruly. Man just a star, get rich IVD and just a laugh. Legendary, full Burberry, have a pretty ass Kelly, anything kick off. Remember man I got no the earth, some of up, some bird angel. Me great granny from every set to one raisel. Man I fight to the end from them bring that down. And as I make it in a life, them say I swole yourself. Around the pain me feel, some of my flow can tell. Only my friends switch up, me still wish them well. Only my record break, only my show get shell. And I say we name a great it spell. Try if you rush me off, try if you brush me off, I see. Bad man like skull and knee, from unruly, girl, why be? Disrespect we and talk of it. They try to say we done, we can done. We can done, we cannot done, we cannot done. We can done, we cannot done, we cannot done. We cannot, we cannot done, we cannot done. We cannot done, we cannot
Morning Detour on CKUT 90.3 FM.
Yes. Montreal, my city. You know how we're doing things, man. It's Friday, 7:10 in the morning. We are snowed in. If you have me playing while you're de-shoveling the car, if you made your way to the metro, if the bus was late, I apologize. Y'all know how we're doing. We are, good news, about a month and a half away from the end of winter. Because January, February is the worst time of the year. So that's how things is moving. If you're new to the show, for the next 2 hours, I'm going to give you the best of hip-hop and R&B and trap music. We're coming to you live from DG Kicks, the leader, sneaker and gear. You get everything from motorized bikes to boots to Nicole Benesti jackets. You can get them online, dgkicks.com. We are live on YouTube, on Twitch, on Facebook. Good morning to everybody that's logged on. See what's going on. I'm wearing my Haitian pride because she didn't come on when I did my favorite people because, you know, she had to get her own show. She is my favorite person from 2022. Now in 2023, I'm honored this morning to have the queen of hiking. You can't go and hike the same way. Even the corporate retreat have been remastered. They've been remixed. She is fresh from the motherland. I can't wait to hear stories from hiking in the Serengeti with the lions and the elephants. We have Jamila from Hike Montreal. Good morning, Queen.
Good morning. I am so thrilled to be here this morning. Thank you for having me. I see you with your flag on. I was like, yo, he's pulling up strong this morning.
I said, well, you know, listen, man, I didn't know I was going to wear this one. I was like, you know what? I said, you know what, Jamila's song, we wear the Sir D Haitian pride with the fist and all of that. So what's going on?
You know it. L'union fait la force.
L'union fait la force. Listen, we got a lot of things to talk about. The promoters is beefing in Montreal.
Oh, Lord.
This is l'actualité. So if I get into that, this morning we have some interesting interviews. I'm trying something different.
Yep.
I did a tarot reading with this woman, Mira. Shout out to Mira. You can follow her on IG, Mira Nassif on IG. So I drew 5 cards, and she gave me my reading for the year that we are currently in, the new year we're currently in.
I love tarot, so I'm really
You're really into that?
I am. Like,
It's hold on, man.
About energy. And,
hold on, I must say, man. For those y'all gotta watch this on YouTube, man. When you get into where y'all watch it, if you see how Jamila came with the blazer, Jamila came like she was going to a job interview.
I am, man.
You came 10 minutes early for the appointment. We had you in the waiting room. You had a little coffee. Shout out to Maggie with the coffee. Always beautiful thing.
Thank you so much.
Shout out to Shonda waking up, getting that brew right. Yeah, so I always thought like it was like a woman thing, the whole tarot thing. Like I believe in energy and all of that.
Yeah.
But Now, well, I'm biased now because I like the reading. Like we're gonna play after this. I like the reading. But when do you kind of get into tarot reading? And like, do you go see somebody? So that means you like Reiki and all of that too.
Well, yes, I do. I do love Reiki. I have to say, like, you know what? When it comes to like tarot and energy and stuff like that, it's really like your vibrations, your energy. So I really do think that once you tap into that shit, like, it's real.
I think some people are afraid that if they tap into their energy, they're gonna find out that they're really like a dark person.
There's always light after darkness. There's always light and darkness. So I think there's a balance of both. But honestly, like, I have actually my Reiki girl is Mama Oracle.
Oh, hold on.
Sorry.
That's my girl too.
Really?
That's not my girl.
She's my girl. I love her. She's amazing. Anyways, if you don't know who Mama Oracle is, pull up on IG Mama Oracle. She is. I thought
she moved.
She did, and I'm literally going to Toronto because I need my session.
So she did my first Reiki. My other producer Lorena, she had set up. So she did my first Reiki, and like I really felt it. It's on YouTube. You can follow it on YouTube as well. W Moonchaser. But so I closed my eyes and she did the whole full body thing. Yeah. And like even like when she was around the head, I felt that. Like if you really tap in and relax and like try to like your best possible, like clear your mind. Yeah. You really feel this. So when she was done, she was like, "Yeah, your heart's all locked up. Oh. It's all locked up." It's like,
was she off? Was she off?
Probably not.
Oh, okay.
Probably not.
Probably not.
No, but shout out to Mama Oracle. And I've had her on my podcast. And got to know her story. She's a real woman. Like her real life story could be a Lifetime movie. Yeah. She needs to holler at Oprah.
She's beautiful. She's honestly inside out. Like, so loving her, and honestly, I believe in that. So I want to know what these cards said to you because I'm really curious. So I've done my cards a few times, and then so they've said stuff like what are my past areas that I need to work that I've been struggling on, and where are my future areas that I want to go towards, and it's always been more or less accurate. I have to say, more or less accurate. Nothing too like doomy and gloomy.
I drew like five people cards. So I'm putting like out of 72, I'm putting like that's the thing.
Okay.
So I was like, okay.
Well, there's so many different types of cards, So like depending on the cards that they were doing, but yeah, I'm curious.
Yeah, I think she says it. I don't know. He's like, I can't wait to see what she said.
I'm curious. Anything upside down?
No, nothing upside down.
Okay.
But I had like a woman with a wolf. I was like, oh, man, that's my brand right there. That's my brand right there. We on brand right there. This morning as well, we have new music. Friend of the show, Sales. He gave us a little fire thing going on. Next week, Gala Dynasty, I call it the Black Oscars. They're releasing their nominations next week. Woo-woo. So find out what is what. How that go already. We have 4 crazy events coming up. Valentine's Day, I'm telling y'all, get with Big Will. Shahara Experience, Lovers and Friends. Go to Big Will. Big Will on IG, man. You can follow, get the tickets on that. So that's going on. You already know, I'm only looking forward to Afrobeats versus Dancehall end of February, brought to you by the boy Follow the Rhythm. Ricky D is bringing up Tony Yayo. Ricky D, I need that interview, man. Y'all gotta stop playing, man. Tony Yayo's my favorite dude out of Gina. Are you into rap like that? You like the country music?
I do. I guess it depends. It depends on my vibe.
Okay, so I'm
quite eclectic, So don't ask.
Okay, this is a hip hop show. So when you're hiking in the woods by yourself, do you do that as well? You hike in the woods by yourself?
Oh yeah, I do. So I'll usually go with my dog, or if I'm really solo, it's either with my dog or if I'm going with the kids, that's another thing. Am I listening to music? Not as much. I have to say, I'm not listening to music unless I'm with a group, because then it's another vibe, and I'm like popping with a whole. But honestly, the places I go, I try not to listen to music because I put one ear in and the other ear I need to listen. There's bears up in here. There's bears in Quebec, people. You have to understand there's
nobody
bears.
believes there's bears.
There's bears. There's black bears. So the trails I take, I need to be alert if I'm alone.
I don't even know, I watch a lot of nature shows. I don't even know what's the protocol for bear chases. Do we just curl them in a ball?
You pray the Lord and heavily marry. No.
Yeah, because Joe Rogan talks about grizzlies all the time. Like a grizzly will rip you apart.
Yeah, so there's no chance with that. Honestly, there was this dude that actually fought a bear, and my brother always makes a joke. He's like, "No, if you see me and a bear, watch the bear." I'm like, dude, that's not the type of thing. So it's not serious. But in Canada, there's different types of bears. In Quebec, there's black bears. So are they that dangerous? They tend to stay away from people. That's why we we really go with the avoid the bears.
Yeah.
Top
Look
10
at that.
things. Avoid bears. I'm not trying to encounter bears. I'm always trying to avoid them. So I make a lot of noise when I'm on trail. I'm like, Marco, Paulo. Like, people are like, is she alone? And I'm like, yeah, I'm by myself. I'm just not trying to be, you know, mauled by a bear.
Let's keep the bears away. So what's your go-to rap, man? What are you getting into? Some Jay-Z? Are you a deep, like you into Gucci?
My
Lil Wayne?
go-to rap, Bia.
Bia, you like Bia?
I like Bia.
I should have told you before. Yeah, Bia's good.
I like Bia. I'm so bad when it comes to like, I'm pulling up to my kids' school with like some very bad, not with them in the car, once I'm alone, you know? And then I'm like, yo, I have to put this down. It's so bad. But yeah, I like Bia. I really like Bia. I like, oh my God. I like Cardi B, I have to say. I love Cardi.
Oh boy.
I love my women in rap. But yeah, if it's
but
for
I didn't hear you mention Nicki though. Nicki's
good. Nikki's good. Oh, don't start this. Honestly, Nicki's is literally the platform that started all this, right? So how would there have been the Cardis and the Bia if Nicki didn't pull up? You know.
Yo, I just wish that Remy Ma and Nicki did really go full tilt on that battle. Ooh, that would have been really good. That would have been really good in that. Well, speaking about battles, listen, man.
Yes,
I'm gonna call Ricky Not Nice up here soon because they I think they reimagined or redid the old Visions, right? So I don't know if you know Vision. Vision was this club we had in the South. Yeah. So now it's Sweet 32.
Oh, okay.
And, you know, I love when black people take over things or remaster it. Now it's Sweet 32. And, you know, but you know the old people's called the old Visions. So last weekend, there was 2 parties. I can't remember what the party was at Vision, but if somebody knows, text me. Y'all know my number. So there was a party at Sweet 32. Mm-hmm. And then Food Factory brought up, who did they bring up? Macca something from New York. Okay. I mean, from Jamaica.
Okay.
So originally the tickets were $80 for the Food Factory thing.
All right.
And then around 6 o'clock on Saturday, it went to $150. So obviously that party flopped, right? But the party at Sweet 32 was ram to ram. Like everybody was in that joint, right?
Yeah.
So now Monday comes, and apparently there's a DJ that went there, and he started ranting about the fact that, start shitting on promoters that bring out of-town DJs, because he says that kind of like takes away from the local DJs. Yes. So, yeah. Sweet 662. I apologize, Ricky, not nice. Sweet. Shout out to Big Will. Big Will's like Sweet 662. So the DJ goes online on Facebook and rants. Now, whether that's the best platform or the best way to go about things, I don't know. But everybody's on this, so they see it, right? So this DJ is mad because there are promoters that bring down out of town talent, to the city, which I think is a great look. And one of the arguments that the promoters made was like, if we just keep playing the same DJs at the parties, the people are gonna get tired of hearing the same look, hearing the same kind of vibe. It's good to bring some out of town DJs, to bring some notoriety to the city. It's good. It's a win-win for everybody, right?
Oh yeah.
But what about those DJs that feel like did not get decided? Because my vibe has always been like, just be better.
I was I feel guilty, and I shouldn't even say that. There's a little part of me that's like, just be better.
I'm gonna tell you right now, Jamila, be yourself. This is Morning Detour. We're here. We are polarizing. We are gritty. We are bold.
So listen, here's the thing. Out of town DJs are the shit because they're always pulling out different stuff and different styles and things. Like, they're traveling the world, so they have different spins on how to really like make stuff vibe. And when you're in the city and you're not really that well traveled, and I say this for everything, whether you're a DJ, whether you're a business person, whether you're anything, if you're well traveled, you're gonna get a touch of different cultures everywhere. That's gonna lighten shit up. That's gonna bring a different feel. So you either become that person that travels a little bit more and starts to touch on music in other places other than here in Montreal, or you don't. So I kind of feel there has to be a mix. I see what they mean. Like, that does suck. But I've been at parties where I'm like, yeah, okay, je suis bon là.
Yeah, you like that shit,
je suis bon.
That's two shoe moves not sitting well. But but I was thinking about it. I was like, I kind of see the argument from both sides, but let's highlight the fact that shout out to all the great promoters in the city that's been bringing out great talent, putting our city on the map. Shout out to the Ricky Not Nice, the Gussies, the Big Wills, the Ricky D event's been doing this for a long time. He has Tony Yayo coming up, and we do need our tickets in our interview, Ricky D. I ain't gonna hold you. I know you're listening. So, you know, the lead-ins, you know what I mean? All these guys have been doing it for a long time, the Lala, stuff like that. Because, you know, I did a promoter show. Being a promoter is tough. Yeah. You have to deal with people, deal with the venue, deal with the talent, pull everything together. If everything goes bad, it's on you.
It's on you. And you're not getting paid all that much, okay? So people must be thinking, like, oh, promoters are pulling up all the bank. Yeah, right, but not that.
Yeah. That's another misconception too.
Yeah, right, but no.
It's a black. You know, I know Meg's gonna keep. It's a black thing sometimes. Yeah, we gotta stop pocket watching.
No.
We gotta stop watching how much money the promoters are making. They're like, yeah, the tickets was $50, but yeah, but also they gotta pay out the DJ, the bartenders, the security, the time.
Yo, they're doing that because there's a passion behind it too, not because of the money. So
you hit it right there. I think that's one of the biggest misconceptions about promoters, that, they're only in it for the money. Like, if you ever talk, we did a promoter episode and I spoke, you know, and I know a lot of these guys personally, they really love the culture. They really love, one, black culture. They really like, two, dancehall, or whether you like compa, or whether you like Afrobeats. They really like the culture. Like, the level of customer service when you're promoters is on a different level. And I think, like, we need to look at that. It's so easy for DJs to, like, DJs is one thing, and promoters is another thing. Being a promoter is a tough thing. You're pulling this whole thing through. You're the director.
You have to be multifaceted. So you know what? At the end of the day, you're like puppeteer trying to like pull all the strings and make it all work. So no, I give them enough respect. Yeah,
enough respect to them, man. Yeah, man. Keep bringing out of town talent. Whoever is bringing up DJ Puffy, I'm gonna put this out to the city. I need to sit down with DJ Puffy. There's nobody in the country, in Canada, DJ Puffy needs to sit down and talk about urban culture. Yeah, DJ Puffy's the dude. He's that dude. Yeah. Great segue. On Monday, the YouTube interviews gonna come out that I did with DJ Chubby Chub, Technician the DJ was the DJ that did the Locks battle.
Oh, nice.
And he was on the Locks side, so we had a conversation. I played a snippet out of the interview last week. And DJ Chubby Chub is 50 Cent's official DJ, so he gave us stories about 50. He's like,
is he giving us some dirty?
No, he said 50's cool. He said 50's cool.
Man, I wanted to hear some dirty. How cool.
I haven't reached there in my celebrity broadcasting where it's like, I think I'm gonna go to Charlamagne where I'm trying to look for this. I'm starting to look for great stories. Like, if you could just give me something just off the bat, I'm cool with that, right? But he said they don't do tour bus. So when you're with 50, it's all jets. Shout out to Shondell with the snow blower out there. Yeah, he said 50. They only do jets. They don't do tour buses.
Do buses? Like, buses are for the
commuters? Listen, we going from the jet to the range and that's it. Like, he said they only do jets. But he said touring 50 is something else. Say 250 something.
Well, I mean, you just mentioned jets. I'm already thinking like, shit, that's pretty dope.
And then I was asking DJ Chubby Chub, 50 produces Power and Raising Katie and a whole bunch of other plethora of great shows. And I was like, well, wouldn't you like to have a party? He's like, everybody asking for a party show. He goes, I don't even need a main role. He's like, I'll take out the trash.
I'll take out the garbage.
Listen, man, put me in Raising. Just give me one fit in Raising Katie, right? So. All that's to say, man, shout out to all the DJs in the city. Shout out to all the promoters, because at the end of the day, you guys all do it for the love of the culture, for the love of the sound. And, real quick before we close on this, then the discussion went into a little bit where there's no coalition of promoters, right? We've all been there with, like, why are there 5-6 major parties on the same night? Yeah. You would have thought during the pandemic, especially with all the DJs going on Twitch and you saw that kind of brotherhood come together. You'd have thought the promoters would have come together. And I don't want to be one of these black people that's like, we should all be friends. We should all be kumbaya. Listen, we don't have to like each other, but we're talking about business. I don't know what I was watching, but it's one of these great quotes that says, if you can't manage your emotions, you can't manage money.
You can.
If you cannot manage emotions, you cannot manage money. We're adults. We're going to work with people we don't like. It's a fact of life. And if you as an adult, you cannot navigate through that, then listen, man, you should just go in the woods and meet a bear. Because at some point, y'all promote, could y'all share like a Google Calendar or something?
Something. Well, you know what it is I think another part is there has to be like this, like a promoter or some entity that takes over that piece where it brings all, it's like their umbrella.
Do we need a promoter commissioner? We need a league or something. Like,
that would be dope because Montreal needs to be on Montreal is on the map, but I mean even more so because we need to really
because everybody suffers, right? Because you have two major parties, they both brought down talent from out of town, and then now the parties are either divided and it's like kind of wassy, or one gets more than the other, and then the other out of town talent said other parts thinking, hey, listen, there's no vibe here. Well, there is a vibe here, but there's so many competing events on the same night. Let's share a damn Google Calendar.
That's interesting because I think that's a little bit more complex because now you're talking about promoters from the east to the west.
That's another community.
So this is like a merge of like different. This is a different style altogether. So people that are going from in the east and Laval and all of those like Haitian parties and all of those turn up parties are not necessarily going to the ones in the west and the NDG.
And I like to see that mix up a little bit more too.
I would love that too.
I like to see that mix up too. Just letting people know. This Thursday is the grand opening of Thursday Nightcap at Suite 662. Listen, all the promos in 2023, I'm not even going to the door. I'm just walking in. Y'all taking this free promo off Weezy Moonchase in the Morning Detour and good folks at CKUT. All right, so let's go into the tarot reading. So that's going down. Lover and Friends that did all of that. I'm going to play some music too this morning. French Montana's a new tape out, Money Heist. Everybody's on there. Real sad. I think it was last week. Him and his people were involved in the shooting at their video shoot. Hip hop is really dangerous right now. To be a rapper is really, really wild right now. Everybody's dropping.
First of all, oh Lord. Okay. You know what? I had this whole discussion with my brother. At the end of the day, be smart. If you're a rapper and you have that kind of money, you do not need a suit to carry. You don't need to carry. You could hire a bodyguard. Mm-hmm. You could hire someone to carry for you.
Now I want to keep it real.
For what?
But like,
do you not see what happened to what's his name, who's in jail right now because he shot up Meg? Like, come on. So
that's why next week we're doing like our mental health episode. The wind's blasting, the thing open, and that's why like we really need to focus on that because like this survivor's remorse, where a lot of us that are black, when we make it, when we succeed in our field of thing, we become popular and we get this notoriety. There's a sense like we want to stay so close to the hood.
I agree.
And these things happen. So I'm good at my lake house. I'm good with 3 friends. I'm okay.
You're like, I don't need to mingle with the commoners. I'm good up here. There's a lot of trauma when you get up there. So
we're losing good talent, man. Yo, Triple X. There's so many guys, man. PNB, Rocco's making good music. So many people, man. RP to all of them. So we're gonna play some music. And right after that, I'm going to do a tarot reading with Mira Nassif. Mira is also a Toastmaster. So if you don't know, Toastmaster is all about the art of public speaking. And it's right here in NDG as well. You can get them on energyleaders.com. Because you know one of the biggest fears that most people face is public speaking, right? Yeah. So Toastmasters will build that confidence within you and also give you the tools how to effectively do a speech and stuff like that.
You're pretty good at public speaking.
No.
Listen, I don't know if it's because of the mic, but I'm like, you're very well. You're very.
It's my one gift from God. But Matt keeps referring back to the comment you made about the speech at the wedding. Like you didn't know I was the same person from the wedding.
I was like yeah.
I look different. What?
You look so different. Yeah, it was different. I was like, is that?
I look good. I thought I looked good at that wedding.
Nick was like, yeah. Nicole was like, he was at my wedding. You didn't know. I was like, oh my God, I totally missed that.
Yo, I thought I looked good at the wedding, man. Yeah.
No, you did. You absolutely did, and you still do. It's just it's two different looks. So I wasn't. I left
my notes at the table. I got up there. I think that was my most nerve-wracking moment in my life.
Really?
Yeah, because Mike is my guy. Okay. Like if I only need one friend, it would probably be Mike.
Yeah.
No, definitely be Mike. But I didn't want to disappoint Mike. Even like doing this whole broadcasting thing, when I started, Mike, my boy Mike, my man John Luke, they were the one driving me to go to the studio, to go host events, to go link up with guys, put projects together. Mike was always driving me, you know what I mean? So the one thing he asked me ever in life, and he was so crazy, he hit me up. He was like, hit me up out the blue. He's like, yeah, I'm coming. I'm gonna come check you. I was like, okay, that's kind of weird. Cause he had keys to my place, right? So my wife doesn't even do that. So when you gonna be home? And he came over, and this one he told me, he's like, we sat down on the porch, we were having some beers. He goes, yeah, man, I'm gonna propose to Nicole.
Oh.
He's like, yo, man. He's like, man. And actually that time when he told me about that, he had brought Nicole. He's like, I'm coming with Nicole.
Oh, okay.
So I was like, okay, something's up.
Something's up.
But I had a little work from out of town. So I'm like, Nicole's gonna come. She's gonna see the out of town work. Homegirl, Haitian girl had the head tie on. You know what I mean? I'm in the kitchen like, what's up? And he's like, yo, listen, man. I want you to be the best man in my wedding. It's like, oh man, I felt so honored. So just the pressure, and even halfway through it, I was telling him like, listen, man, you might want to make Ryan, your brother, do it. You know what I mean? Because I got passions with some of the people. I said, nah. But he's like, nah. And that's the first time in life I've ever seen him like, he's like, nah, you're gonna do that. He's like, you're gonna just.
That was his, like, touch some strings there.
I know you guys all thought I was gonna get up there and tell stories from DR.
I was like,
I know Nicole done prepped y'all the wrong way.
Nicole probably side-eyed from the side, like, what is he gonna say? But no.
If you see, probably like, so when I went up there and I got the mic from Haitian G, I had my glass with me still, and I went and put it down in front of Nicole, and you could see the fear because nobody knew. There's no paper. Nobody knew where I was gonna go with it. I had rehearsed 18 different versions in my mind.
Oh my God!
And I left my notes at the table, and I was like, okay, well, I don't know. I'm happy that the maid of honor went before me because there's no daylight after me.
Yeah.
It was the hand in the pocket and walking around that killed them.
Oh my God! It was honestly really dope. It was really dope. I'm surprised if you're even nervous.
No, because I was like, how am I gonna do this? And if you remember, you couldn't hear a fork, a knife. We had received one of the entrees, right? Nobody said nothing. The minute I took that mic, I was like, okay, he's gonna go in. I'm gonna tell y'all some stories I've never heard before. I was like, I'm locked in. So Montreal, my city's the Morning Detour. Follow us on YouTube, on Facebook, on Twitch, Detour 514. You can follow us on all social media, Detour 514 as well. Coming right now, we got Mira from Toastmasters. Gave me a tarot reading.
Whoop. I wanna hear this.
I'm gonna play some music. And keep it a little bit more R&B. So I got a little bit of everything this morning. UK, a little Afrobeat, a little everything. A little mixed, diverse demographic. It's the mighty CKT 90.3 FM, and this is the Morning Detour, Moon Chaser. Jamila in here, my favorite person, man. We just chopping it up. You know how we do things.
The Morning Detour on CKUT 90.3 FM.
Every time I think about you, I get goosebumps. Late night drives got me cooped up. I can't stop thinking about you. Oh yeah, everything you do got me loose up. The way you touch my thighs, look me in my eyes, kiss me on my lips, you got me mesmerized. I don't wanna leave your side tonight. No strings attached, but I feel attached. How is there no strings attached? But I feel attached. No strings attached, but I feel attached. How is there no strings attached? But I feel. I keep playing these games, knowing that we wanna be together in the same. This vibe is impeccable. Something intellectual. Roll up, get high, sipping all night. You say I comfort you, I can't deny. I feel the same way on pride side. Oh. No strings attached, but I feel attached. How is there no strings attached? But I feel no strings. No strings attached, but I feel attached. How is there no strings attached? But I feel no. Can't explain that I miss you more when I'm away. And I swear I've been counting the days. Oh, when you're here, I think I need some space. Well, so we've always had good conversations, but we used to. But I haven't been serious since high school. Maybe I'm the one to blame. But in real life, it's not the same. No, I'm gonna work it. You're the only
Oh, but when I'm working, oh, yeah, I told you from the start, you're not perfect. Yeah, first I love me so much when I'm working, when I'm working. Oh.
Say all we need is time. Yeah, I don't want it, then you lie. I can say I'm in the fire. Yeah. The time is up, you just don't work. Don't work no more. No, I don't mean to be rude. Still got things for you. I gotta tell the truth. Yeah. Oh, I'm only in you one. That's wrong. So wrong. And when I'm working, yeah, only wanna but when I'm working, I told you from the start, I'm not perfect. That's why you like me so much, but when I'm working, when I'm working, when
The Morning Detour on CKUT 90.3 FM.
Yes, Montreal. Welcome back to the Morning Detour. Wheezy Moon Chaser in here. So it's a new year. I promised Maggie I was going to try this out a long time ago. I'm excited to do this. I don't know what's going to come of it, but I'm going to try it. This morning, I'm going to do a tarot reading. I don't know if we're going to do it on my personal life or the Morning Detour as a show. I left it to my beautiful guest. I'd like to welcome to the Morning Detour, Mira. How you doing, Mira?
I'm doing great. Thank you, Easy. How are you?
I'm a little nervous, man. I don't know about this. You know what I mean? I do believe in energy. I do believe in spirit somewhat. I just don't know where this is going to go, but I'll pass it on to you and I'll take your lead.
Fantastic. Well, thank you very much, Wheezy. Well, for those of you who are not sure what tarot is, it's a set of cards that they're not really there to tell you the future, but they sort of guide you about where you want to go in life, what kind of decisions you could make to help you get to where you want to be. I use cards really as a coaching tool for most people. But yeah, sometimes there's moments where I can see things that are going to happen and that actually do happen. So people get a little shocked sometimes. But yeah, it's a learning experience for so many, and it's an old ancient tool that people used to have. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to flip the camera back. So I don't know if you can see the cards.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah, perfect.
Fantastic. Okay, so what I'm going to do, Weezy, is I'm going to sort of shuffle them around. You see the candles are going, so I just really set the mood. All I ask you to do is take a look at the cards that you see here in the pile. And if you see a card that sticks out among these cards that are moving, just tell me to stop and then let me pick the one that you see. I'm going to pick 5 cards and I'm going to let you pick them for me. And I will arrange them. We're going to do what we call a 5-card. It's a very direct reading. It's got 5, so everything moves together. And we'll see what the message is for 2023.
Okay,
so I'm going to start moving the camera so you can actually see the cards individually. So just a very quick overview of what these things are. They are made up of 72 cards, if my memory serves, among which you will have cards 0 to 21, which are what we call the major arcanas. And they have big meanings, right? It's all universal concepts that are akin to everybody, such as we talk about death in this, death, everyone's afraid of the death card. So death would be one of those, right? You have the sun, you have the moon, you have the Fool, which is the hero's journey. So there's a lot of deep messages in the major arcana. And then you follow that with the pips or the suits. So the cups, the swords, the wands, and the pentacles, each representing an aspect of our lives. And they are counted from the ace to the 10, followed by the royals, if you will. So the knight, the page, the queen, and the king. And each of them have an energy of the suit that we're up. So we're going to explore what your cards are. And I will explain as we go. And then from here, I will give you an integrated message of what these 5 cards together are trying to tell us.
Perfect.
So let me start with the middle. So we'll start with the middle card. So the King of Pentacles, as you can see, we are in the court of the Pentacles. And the Pentacles is the symbol of wealth. It's all material things, money.
Starting off good, Mira. I like where this is going. Starting off good.
Property ownership, real estate, things that, physical health, right? Physical health, being in your best shape possible. So being a king is in this level is we've already mastered this. I'm already there. I'm already in my wealth. So we're going to see, this is the center card, which sounds to me like this is the primal energy that's going on right now in this 2023 year that's showing up here. It's a lot of flow of money coming in. So stay tuned. We're going to see what the other cards are going to do here. So let's go up here to the upper right-hand corner and just turn this one around. Okay, you got a page. Ooh la la. So we're still with people and we got a young, energetic page. This is the page of wands, which is fire, which is drive, energy.
I got that.
Yeah. Like the willingness to succeed, right? The passion. So everything that you're doing has a meaning. Everything you'll be doing this year has a why, and your why is going to fuel whatever it is that it's going to take you to this individual that you want to be, because you want to be this guy.
Yeah.
Right? This is your end goal. And this is your driver. So that's within you, that you know the kind of topics you want to discuss, the kind of things you want to cover this year is all passion-based, is all motivation, what you want to, the message you want to get out there. Let's take it down a bit lower here. So we've got the 7 of Wands, and this means you're going to be very busy. You're going to be busy, but we're talking master busy. Like not busy, like, oh, I'm overwhelmed, I'm having a burnout. No. We're talking, you know how to handle all of the things that are in front of you. You're extremely, look at if you can take a look at the guy's face a little bit more closely.
Yeah.
It seems that they're very determined, right? They're very determined and they've got this. So there's a lot of mastery, and you got these wands on this one side. So it looks like there's going to be a lot of energy moving forward in the right direction. And as long as you place those energies where they should be, there will be a lot of success, and you're going to end up being this guy. It's just who you want to end up being.
Listen, we're looking good so far. 2 more cards left, Montreal. 2 more cards left.
Yeah, so it looks promising. All right, so you got a woman. Now, look at her. She's beautiful. She's the Queen of Wands, right? And by the way, the Queen of Wands is all women who are fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarians. They are passionate women, and this is a future guest. This is probably a partner, someone that you're, going to be probably very succeeding with, because it looks like there's partnerships. These are people. I'm seeing people everywhere in this reading. There's a lot of cards with no people in it, like just animals or other symbols. But here we got people everywhere. So there's going to be a lot of support around you. And when we're looking at wands, you're surrounded by energies here. You're surrounded by wand people, which means there's going to be a lot of individuals helping you towards your goal. And they're going to be the drivers. And you're just going to sit there. You're just going to sit there and watch it happen. And everyone else is going to work for you. They're all going to work for you. You see? Looks really promising. So let's leave it to the final card. And we've got, your final card is a major arcana, and I cannot wish this better for you. This is strength.
Oh, I need that.
This is beautiful. This card, take a look at what she's doing. She represents strength herself, and she is fearless, and she holds on to the line by the jaws. Even though this is a wild creature, and she has complete dominance over this creature. It's not necessarily about physical strength and being able to lift your weights, but more so the patience, the determination, the will, the faith, keeping the faith and holding on to it, never letting go. And fear, just looking at fear straight in the face and saying, I'm not afraid of you. I can handle you. I can deal with this. So there's a lot of that in front of you, facing not necessarily that you're going to be challenged like crazy, but that just know that you have it within yourself. You've got the inner strength within yourself to be this guy.
All right. Okay. I like that. Oh, it's beautiful.
And this guy, the King of Pentacles, he is a champion manager. He's good with people. He's got very good energy. He's got a sort of like a relaxed attitude when it comes to leading. And so he trusts the people who work with him. He's not super overly concerned. He's not a micromanager. He's just like, yeah, I trust you guys. I know you got this. And he just lets people work for him in a way that let them bring their true, authentic selves in what they're doing. And trust me, they're going to get you in this position. So manage in a way that's empathetic, that's got a lot of feeling for other people. Don't be shy to be generous too with your time, right? Because this is a very generous king. Don't be shy to share some of that wealth of yours too, because he loves to, share with people.
Oh, for sure.
And just like be an all right, very happy guy. He's one of the happiest kings of all of the kings. So he's just grateful for what he's got, and he just lets everybody take care of whatever needs to be taken care of. So you're on to a good start.
Well, listen, man, I like how these cards is looking, Mira. I like how this is looking.
Yeah.
All 5 people. That's what's up. Okay, so that's the tarot reading with Mira. Looks
amazing. And honestly, like from a perspective of the energies that I'm seeing, you've got the money in the middle, you've got the fire around you, but you've got that strength of character, that strength that's just going to keep you grounded. It's going to keep you focused. And it's just, like fear. What is that? There's no such thing. Like fear is just in your head. It's a mindset. So just by changing the lion's concept of the lion and saying, no, this is a fearless creature. I'm a fearless creature. And look, we're on the same path and we're on the same level and we can work together. So there's partnership, there's support. So you are in a very, very good spot, Mr. Weezy, this year.
Okay, well, listen. Now, now I just got to self-actualize, but I like where this is trending, Mira. I like it. Okay, well, that's great. Now, Mira, if somebody wanted to take part in their own personal tarot reading, how could they get in contact with you?
Yeah, so all they have to do is find my name on Facebook. It's as easy as finding me on Facebook, Mira Nassef, Nassef. Mira, just like the Dog Foundation. Just look me up on Facebook. I'm there. Actually, I'm on Instagram too, Mira Nassef, just all in one word, Mira Nassef. You can reach me on Instagram. I have a personal account. And if you have any questions, if you want to have a reading, just send me a message. Simply, I'm easily reached. And there you go. We can do this online. Yep.
And you can also hit up myself, Weezy Moonchase at Detour 514. It'll be my pleasure to pass on Mira's, all of Mira's coordinates. This has been great, Mira. I like this. I like this a lot. We're going to play some good music after this. We're going to play some uplifting joints after this.
Oh, yeah. Raise it, because if you want to be this guy, you want to listen to stuff that makes you feel good about money and having things and new car and all that stuff. Like, it's all about abundance. So, you're on your way.
I love it, Mira. Thank you so much for your time. This has been great. Oh, man. I just want all these things to come together. Now, I like tarot reading now.
The Morning Detour on CKUT 90.3 FM.
Yeah, much on my city. New music. The big homie Sales. This one's heavy. Jamila, you can't hold this one. Oh, that life, baby. We make it through the soul. Let's go. Tell Sales to easy down them. Tell Sales to easy on them. HLR in the building. New music. This is how Montreal is sounding.
We say one more time, you've been working on your grind. I need racks to go outside. I need racks, feeling keen, I step out the drive. You've been working, it's your life. It'll make money, never mind. I need racks to go outside. I need racks to get supplies. I need racks to go outside. That life.
I tell you, the boy is serious. Much on my city. New music. I need racks. Sales.
I chill on my ends. I don't play. I gotta get fun. Once we step out, that's a couple brownies funds. Burning all that gas. Prices high. We talking funds. I just tripping, need a system pumping pesos. Working twice as much to get by on the day, though. Times is hard, with no lawyer, losing case closed. Burnout takes your place, though. Manifest that pain, bro. Keep at it, grinding, don't let it go. Go outside, only thing we don't get back is time. Love my fams and I got provide. We don't need money to survive. Although we say one more time, you've been working on your grind. I need racks to go outside. I need racks, feeling clean, I step 5, you been working, it's your life. It'll make money, never mind. I need racks to go outside. I need racks to get supplies. I need racks to go outside. That life,
Montreal, my city. You're listening to I Need Racks. The big homie says HLR. You know how we're doing things.
Been feeling low like when your phone's stay intact. Lose a friend, now you gotta watch your back. Cross that line, just know that ain't no coming back. Your heart, your weakness when you don't even react. It's how your mind framed to get your mindset. Where your mind songs, mind learns what the mind gets. You've been waiting, now it's your turn. You knew the mindset, what you define best. Yeah. Go outside, only thing we don't get back is time. Love my fans and I got provide. We all need money to survive. All of we say one more time. You've been working on your grind. I need racks to go outside.
Yes, big up to Parkex. I see you, Time Bomb. We all need the racks. Listen, shout out to everybody in Montreal. The hard workers going out there to get that money. Snowstorm, heat wave, no hydro, crazy gas prices. We are Montrealers. We are resilient. Time Bomb, I see you. This is I Need Racks. The big homie sales. HLR. It's the Morning Detour. I got more fire.
Let's have a chit chat.
All right. You already know. I gotta get into my hood stuff now. Shout out to all my boys locked down. All my boys out there in Bordeaux. I see you. DJ Moon One. South that new French Montana money heist. This that chit chat, Jamila. Too much chatting out of the city, trust me.
Out on stretcher, eat the vegetable. Eco-friendly, might invest into a Tesla. Let it rest. Sick and spooky, word to Smokey Mark.
I ain't even with that chit chat, 40 chains on my neck, Millie with my wrist stack. Couple goons with the two when we pull up, get back. Got a lame nigga coming cause he want his bitch back. Damn, hold up, I'ma give it right back. 3 phones parked up, boy, you can afford that. Got some women in my dollars, 5 racks plus tax. Fake niggas always asking why they moving like that. And start off with your shorty in the Beamer. Say you looking for her, I ain't never seen her. Came from ducking felonies and misdemeanors. Ain't wanna see us capping, got them big arenas. I'm big grape and I got all demeanor. Don't run up, cause you know I keep my Nina. Haters always say ain't get no money, they can keep up. Stay up on my business, you should go and get your green up. Marcella, man, I ain't even with that chit chat. 40 chains on my neck, Millie with my wrist stack. Couple goons with the two when we pull up, get back. Got a lame nigga coming cause he want his bitch back.
Hey, road chain, nobody beam. South Bronx, Mona Lisa, anybody say Montana, man. Whip it up to that get back. Got a thing with me. Wanna fuck no chit chat. 200 bands. 8 people get rich rap. Yeah, Taliban. Rack top niggas, big cops. Yeah, marching bands. 100 rounds hanging on the chopper. 2020 down there, finna middle of word to them crabs on the island, eat a lobster. Straight to the back, yeah, my dick like a hostage. Took see it from the photo. Shoot it with me, round with a sword off. I never do my dog like Manolo. Paparazzi paying 100 bands for the photo. I spin the block, blow the top of your coupe. More digger man, more dealer man, what it do?
Marcella, man, I ain't even with that chit chat. 40 chains on my neck, Millie with my wrist stack. Couple goons with the two when we pull up, get back. Got a lame nigga calling cause he want his bitch back.
On CKUT 90.3 FM.
What we're gonna do right here is go back.
Saturday, January 14th, 2023.
Way back.
Total Recall.
To the
To the Foundation Edition. Total Recall. Part 7. Featuring Canada's world-renowned sound.
King Turbo, your rule.
King Turbo.
This King Turbo, what you will let them die out.
Total Recall. Also featuring DJ Tough, the living legend.
When DJ Tough plays sound like dynamite.
Total Recall. Featuring Skiz and Drew, the original black harmony duo.
Better, I've been through the Bible on my side.
And special guest, DJ Poppy. Formerly of One Drop, Total Recall. Saturday, January 14th at Noel Alexandra Banquet Hall, 4065 Jean Talon West, Montreal. Advance tickets $25. More at the door. Call 514-793-3788 or 514-248-6813. Total Recall, Part 7, 2023.
CKUT is looking for a full-time sales and administrative coordinator. The sales and administrative coordinator is responsible for the sale of on-air advertisements and co-presentation partnerships, as well as the negotiating of the radio station's administrative contractual agreements. The ideal candidate will have a passion for community radio, the ability to work with volunteers, clients, and community members, is well organized, and has strong negotiating skills. We are looking for someone with knowledge of Montreal's arts, culture, and activity scenes who sees media as a tool for building community and can work in a non-hierarchical organization. Financial literacy, bilingualism, and experience with Google Suite products are also a requirement. For full details about the position, wage, and benefits, please visit ckut.ca. The cutoff for applications is Monday, February 6th at 5 p.m. CKUT strives to be a progressive working environment and recognizes experience outside of the formal workplace as important qualifications. We value the unique contributions that individuals from traditionally underrepresented and oppressed communities bring to our organization and encourage these individuals to apply.
The Morning Detour on CKUT 90.3 FM.
Yes. Montreal, my city, 757. It is going to snow all day. We are in the thick and thin. We are in the middle of the winter. But we are at least January 2023. This morning, co-hosting one of my favorite people in the world. I love me some Jamila, man. Hike Montreal in the building. What's going on?
What's up?
Listen, boy. You've had a great summer, man. You have taken everybody to the woods.
Not everyone. I'm trying to onboard a whole lot more people.
I even like the verbiage of it. I want to onboard things. You're so professional.
I'm trying to, set into my manifesting the things that I want this
year. You did a new board for 2023?
I did actually. I'm starting to put it all together. A vision board.
Okay, well, one part of
money's on it. Money is on it. It's always on it.
You want to give us some Hike Montreal updates?
I do.
Well, since we're here,
we have some big stuff coming up. So February is Black History Month, you know it, and it's basically the biggest month for us. Mm-hmm. All eyes on us. So we're releasing the Black Winter Fest.
The Black Winter Fest? What's that?
Black Winter Fest. It's the first time we do this. So Black Winter Fest is basically everything you could think about winter sports. So any cross-country skiing, downhill skiing, snowboarding, ice climbing, snowshoeing. We have it all set up for the whole month of February. Every weekend is pretty much going to be doused with stuff.
Okay, so I'm about to come on. I got to come on those weekends, man. I got being there because me and my girl, we got snow pants last year, and we didn't get to use the snow pants.
Well, then this is the time to use it. This is the time. It's a Black Winter Fest. First of all, February is a time for you to be out. It's, listen, as Black people, we're always up in our house. It's the winter time, mental health gets set in. It's the time of the year that, your mood is kind of like more down. We really want to activate people and get people more activated. Get in tune with your health.
I like that.
Get out, get in tune. Physical health and mental health is super important. So we're combining the two. This is going to be a hype month for us.
Black Winter Fest.
Black Winter Fest. You heard it here first. I haven't even released it yet on iTunes.
Well, this is the place. Like Montreal Black Winter Fest. Listen, get the cameras out when we go.
I will.
Ice
climbing. So ice climbing is actually in Montreal. It's just super.
I want to be on that retreat. Listen, that's gonna be interesting. Yeah. Look at this thing popping here. So Montreal, my city. It's 8:00. We come with the Guardian mix in a bit. Let's do a little bit of news, man. Let's start with the industry. Meek Mill, Kevin Hart to donate $7 million for scholarships and supplies at 60 Philly private schools.
That is freaking awesome.
I always love when celebrities give back, especially to the schools, man, because the school system it's crazy.
It's crap. You can call it what it is. It's our school system is crap. But yeah, I think that's really good. I think that more people should be doing that. More celebrities with money should be doing that. But, they don't have to do anything. But, if they do, it's nice.
Yeah, man, this is going to be a good look. So most funding will reportedly cover scholarships for low to moderate income students during the 2023-2024 school year. These scholarships will cover at least 60 private and parochial schools. In addition to tuition and classroom resources, the funds are also for laptops, tablets, and a Wi-Fi connection. God bless Kevin Hart Meek Mill. We need more Wi-Fi connection.
Yeah,
these kids need to be connected, Jamila.
Do they? That's the question. Do they?
Fisher Price rock and play sleepers linked to 100 infant deaths, including dozens after product recall alone.
That's fucked up. That I'm quite surprised. I'm surprised, but not. But yeah,
you would think that they would product test a little bit better for you.
I'm sure they do. I'm pretty sure they do, but there's never a guarantee. That's really sad, though. That's really messed up.
Well, let's keep it mixy. The 25 best places to work in Canada in 2023 have been revealed. So, employer review site Glassdoor has compiled this list of the best places to work in Canada in 2023. The rankings include some familiar big names such as Hydro-Quebec, Nike, Bell, Accenture, Desjardins, Microsoft, and in the number one spot.
Let me hear this.
Googly! The Google is the number one place to work in Canada.
Am I surprised?
Where the hell is the Google office?
Same question. Okay, so wait a second.
That means we don't have enough black people in those spaces.
I don't know if they do. I don't know if this list is for us. But okay, I digress. You know what? Google has a really nice spin on how they allot their work. Their work day, their work environment. They have a well-crafted way to work. And it works for them because at the end of the day, they're progressing, man.
Yo, I got a friend at work, so we'll go share. It's amazing.
I've heard really good things. So
their fridge is fully stocked.
Yeah,
their fridge is fully stocked. Number 2 is Rush. I don't know what Rush is. Number 6 was Microsoft. Okay. Desjardins, surprisingly, 8. I don't know any black person that really banks at Desjardins.
I know a few. Desjardins is good because it's Quebec.
Yeah, it's kind of like a 50 side.
Ontario, and Quebec and Ontario. So I don't know. I'm surprised about Desjardins being on that list, though.
Yeah, Desjardins is number 8. It's pretty high on that list.
Is it because of the money? Like they must be paying well, though.
Yeah, so I gotta figure it out. I don't know that much about people that's bank at Desjardins. But in sad news, I'm pretty sure you guys have heard about this. It's just pretty alarming. The 6-year-old that shot his Virginia teacher. Jamila's like, what happened? So 6-year-old shot his Virginia teacher last week. So the police are saying it wasn't accidental. So in the moments before 6-year-old Virginia boy shot his teacher, there was no fight, no physical struggle, and no warning, authorities said on Monday. So Newport Police Chief Steve Drew said he wanted to clarify remarks that he made just after the shooting on last Friday. When he said there was an altercation before the shooting, he said it was more like an interaction between the boy and his first grade teacher at Rich Neck Elementary School, 25-year-old Abby Zwiener. He shot her.
Is she dead?
No, she's in intensive right now.
Okay.
So the police chief went on to say it was intentional.
It was intentional?
Yeah. It was a 9mm handgun used by the boy, was legally purchased by his mother, and was in the family's home. He said that the boy brought it to school in his backpack the day of the shooting. 6 years old.
I'm always very careful when we say things like it's intentional. This is a 6-year-old kid.
Yeah.
How much of intention is very
right?
clear at 6 years old? Your brain's not developed. I mean, the kid doesn't know what he's doing.
I try to wrap my head around it because I'm coming in with that same kind of idea. But I'm saying to myself too, but he still took a gun.
Yeah.
And brought it to school and pulled it. Like, did he think it was a toy? Like,
that's a good question. So, like, at 6 years old, do you actually understand that there's death that can occur and what happens when someone dies? That there's no coming back. Yeah. I'm not really too clear on how.
Yeah, how they kind of play that out. And
I mean, my son's 6 years old, and does he fully understand that someone's dead and does not come back? Yeah. No, he doesn't.
So the boy has been held at a medical facility since an emergency custody order and temporary detention order was issued Friday, according to the police chief Drew.
This is in
Virginia.
Yeah.
So gun owners can be prosecuted under Virginia law that prohibits anyone from recklessly leaving a loaded, unsecured gun in a manner that endangers the life or limb of children under 14. A violation of the law is a misdemeanor punishable by a maximum jail sentence of 1 year and a maximum fine of $2,500. So legal experts are saying that even though it is theoretically possible under Virginia law to criminally charge a 6-year-old child, there are numerous obstacles to doing so, and it's highly unlikely that any prosecutor would even try.
I wouldn't even touch that with 6-foot. Are you kidding me? I mean, prosecute the parent, that's one thing, but a 6-year-old child, what is he going to gain?
Somewhere the parent has to get something.
Absolutely, the parent.
Because this is hectic.
This is a whole effing mess.
Yeah. Shut the poor teacher. And apparently, she's a great teacher, and the teacher profession is always overlooked, man. They're saving lives. Those teachers, they're underpaid. They're overworked, man.
Yeah.
And
they're not recognized. They're under-recognized for what they do.
And the few teachers that really still have a passion for teaching and they're not bitter from teaching, they're getting a shot.
Yeah. That's really sad.
I don't know if you know about this. Canada's online streaming act could discriminate against American companies, according to the U.S. Embassy. So that whole thing's coming together. So that's about Bill C-11. It could affect operations of YouTube, Spotify, and Netflix. So in essence, the Bill C-111 is a censorship bill they're trying to pass in Canada. Okay. They want all of these platforms to promote Canadian content if it's being broadcast within Canada, right? Okay. But it's kind of like they want to like quantify any. It's kind of like how Quebec is moving with like the French language. So take that kind of mentality to Canadian content and to like YouTube, Spotify, and all of these streaming things. So there's a lot of pushback over that.
I feel like there's an Asian country that does this. That does actually their TikTok, their YouTube.
I think it's China or something.
Is it? But everything is very much
restricted. Restricted.
That's really bad.
What are you hiding from us? Stop restricting stuff.
What are you hiding from us?
So the bill aims to update Canada's broadcasting law so it reflects the advent of online streaming platforms such as YouTube, Spotify, and Netflix. If the bill passes, such platforms will be required to contribute to the creation of Canadian content and make it accessible to users in Canada or face steep penalties. Listen, just take the penalties. Or you could get Weezy Moonchaser. I could do the best radio show across the country. I give you 5 to 6 nights a week. We cut a 6-figure deal. We in business.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
And that will cover everything. For all you partiers and go-getters, Montreal's getting an all-night party with bar service until 8 a.m.
Oh,
yeah.
Till 8 a.m.
Montrealers love to drink and party so much. So Montreal's keeping the party spirit. And a trial run of an all-night nightlife alive this winter with an extended dance event slated for late January. So Club Soda will host Nui AEX without the constraints of a 3 a.m. closing time or limited liquor license. In fact, the party has gotten special city approval to let the international headliners keep playing music and for the bartenders to keep slinging drinks until 8 a.m. You know what that's going to look like?
That looks like a rave.
You know what that's going to look like?
I'm quite curious.
The January 21 show is part of an ongoing pilot project that's testing the effects and ironing out the challenges of allowing venues to remain open until the early hours of the morning. I like where this is going. I like where this is going.
I do. This is about to be turned up.
Get more opportunities to the promoters.
Yes,
let's make them the after party to the after party. Nah, we don't even go to the regular party. We just go to the after party. We start partying at 4 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
So that's a good look.
That sounds like Africa, but yeah. No, I digress.
The Africa story will be coming up after 8:30. I promise you. She's fresh from Rwanda. Everything is on the show this morning. In sad news, Tristan Thompson, NBA player, Torontonian, father of one or two of Chloe's kids. His mother passed away from a heart attack last week. So, our prayers and condolences goes out to his family. Man, Tristan Thompson, man, that's Toronto right there. So that's Andrea Thompson. Man, we losing a lot of people, man. It's a wild time, man. Elvis Presley's daughter died too yesterday.
Oh, really?
Lisa Presley died.
Lisa Presley?
Yeah, like cardiac complications as well. Yeah. That's how things moving. I don't know if you heard about this. The NAP ministry. You heard about the
NAP ministry?
Yeah, obviously the founders of Black women, Tricia Hershey.
Okay.
On rest as a protest against the white supremacy and capitalism. Oh. So the NAP ministry was founded.
It sounds familiar.
So the NAP ministry was founded in 2016 by theologian, activist, and teaching artist Tricia Hershey, who is known affectionately as the NAP bishop, and it examines the liberating power of naps. So she goes on to say, rest is a liberation practice. To imagine a new world that centers liberation, rest is our foundation. So that's a very interesting concept. So before learning about the NAP ministry, I had to earn, through the rest was something I had to earn. I didn't believe it was my birthright as a Black woman, as she has preached to her legions of social media followers. But as the saying goes, when you know better, you do better. So exhaustion will not save us, rest will. So I'm a big fan of taking a midday nap.
I am a big fan. I have to say, like rest. I'm a big fan of rest altogether. I need my sleep. So,
but let me hit you some facts. So the Sleep Foundation says that napping can restore alertness, enhance performance, and reduce mistakes and accidents. A NASA study on military pilots and astronauts found that a 10 to 20 minute power nap improved performance by 34% and alertness by up to 54%.
Yeah, I believe that.
Shout out to the Morning Detour. We give you facts and figures and everything that's going on.
Yeah, for sure. That's rest is important, man. Rest in. I get my naps in regularly.
I'm trying to move to that country where it's like a mandatory siesta.
I feel like a lot of Caribbean countries do.
The Caribbean pace is just mellow. It's shut down by 6 o'clock is late.
It's done.
Yeah.
It's done. In Haiti, it's called blackout at a certain time. There's no electricity. So, I mean, I don't say like.
How am I supposed to eat my Haitian rice?
It's done.
Of course, I don't know if you know, the Haitian rice won last year's Ricey Award.
Did it win?
Yeah.
Am I surprised?
It won the Ricey Award.
I mean, we could have closed our eyes. We don't even have to debate this. Why is this even a debate? We done said we'll give you other stuff, but the rice is ours. Like, let's not play. Let's not play.
We'll give you everything else.
But rice? Let's be very clear.
You know, rice is a staple food.
It's a staple food, and the people that make it best is Haitians. So let's not get it twisted.
The Ricey. Okay, so let's play the Guardian the Galaxy mix here. You got some joints in here, man. Got some my boy S Dots, got some 5 in here, a little bit of everything popping here. And when we come back, exclusively here for the first time, Jamila's gonna give us her Rwanda story. She went back to the motherland. She went back to the essence. She was in the jungle with the jaguars, the lions, and the zebras and the elephants. She took hiking to new heights. It's the Morning Detour on the mighty CKT 90.3 FM.
There's only one more chaser. Nobody's this hyped this early. They say I'm on drugs. Our only drug is hip hop. We love this life. It's the Morning Detour on the mighty CKT 90.3 FM.
La STN vous souhaite la bienvenue à bord.
Hopped in the VV, bad shorty rocking some CC, gliding through the scenery, talking, and she like this right here. About the places she seen on TV. She local, so this gon' be easy. Passing mansions and condos, I make a pass at her like Rondo. Getting deep into the convo. Take a small trip to Toronto, then we slide MTL Pronto, straight to my bureau. She fall in love easy cause I move thorough. Words got her warm like a thermo. Not tryna be camo. She see my moves and my MO. She like the camo. I grip her love handles. That's all about the angle. You know what I'm saying? Like, it can't happen. We are culture. Nothing moves without us. We just continue to give it away. Yeah. Let's do it. Montreal, my city, Guardians of the Galaxy mix. Where's Scotty, where you need him? 8:13 in the morning. It's snowed in, but you know how we're doing things. It's the mighty CKT, let's go.
For me, should've never gave up on me. I made it, homie. And rewarded everybody who waited on me. I'm about to switch off, and I'm about to switch back. Like this, yeah. I get to mad hours up. Give me a break, kick back. I shoot for me to hit that, but I'm focused on a big bag. I like to when I get back. I'm making bigger moves. I've been lied on, I've been ridiculed. Pitiful, they'll switch up on me for an interview. Yeah, they'll switch up on me for I in front. Everywhere I go with a gun. Every case I go on the route. Every folk I see gon' go on the route. Every pick I take, I'm home the blunt. Every never go home and I'm blunt. I remember I was down in the dumps. I was feeding, giving them lunch. But I remember. My pregnant, my mom's in the hospital dying. Damn, it was early December. I'm losing my crib. My life in a blender. I really said what I did and I did what I said. I was never one of these pretenders. Something gave up on me. Should've never gave up on me. I made it, homie. and rewarded everybody who waited on me. I'm about to switch off, and I'm about to switch back. Like this, yeah, I get you mad. Look, give me a break, kick that. I see you want me to hit that, but I'm focused on a big bag. I just when I get back, I give them my life. I give them all me. I see you rolling, but how you gonna win against the winners? Boy, you create your own team. Yeah, I let the doggies off the dog leash. Yeah. I let the doggies off the dog leash. Yeah.
This that new Ice Spice in your hood.
Like damn, she in her move. Like damn, she in her move.
DJ
like
One.
damn, she in her move.
It's the mighty CKT. Hype Montreal in the building.
She in her move.
You know how we're doing things.
Money too.
Black Winterfest coming out. You know.
In the mirror, I'm doing my dance. Like, ain't packing out nobody's pants. He a rapper, but don't got a chance. Sucking my waist, so I'm loving my bands. Like 1 million views in a day. Like, there's so many ways to get paid. I tried to pay, he begged me to stay. Hey, I'm not staying, I just wanna play. In the party, he just wanna rum. Big boobs in the breast, stay plump. She a baddie, she knows she a 10. She a baddie with her baddie friend. They like, I tell you, always stay hot. Oh, they mad as I keep making bops. Oh, she mad as I'm taking her spot. If I was bitches, I'd hate me a lot. Like, damn, she in her move. 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 She lit, get money too. Like, damn, she in her move. No friends, I don't fuck with the fake. Saying they love me, but one in my place. Step in the party, I'm looking the baddest. So the paparazzi in my face. Pretty bitch, but I came from the gutter. Said I'd be lit by the end of the summer. And I'm proud that I'm still getting bigger. Going viral is getting them sicker. Like what? Let's keep it a bug. Bitches too boring, I'm stuck in a rut. Lamborghini wrong with a hop at the truck. Pretty bitch like Lauren with a big ass butt. Yeah, pretty face and a waist all gone. And I'm making them wait, hold on. And I'm making them wait, hold on. Wait, hold on. Like damn, she in her move. 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 She lit, get money too. Like damn, she in her move.
There's only one more Jason. Nobody's this hyped this early. They say I'm on drugs.
Our only drug is hip hop.
We love this life. It's the Morning Detour on the mighty CKT 90.3 FM.
I left my yard filled with the 50s, didn't remember my bank cards. I really wish bro was with me. He got an 8 on his back like Lampard. That can't be an up trying to diss me. He was in an interview room singing ballads. He ain't none of them things so allowed. Like how you don't feel embarrassed about me looking all Nicki Minaj. Cause I got a spaceship in my garage. My young boy went over there about something. Into the sauna in them massage. You know me, I kick back and manage. Sent them there with a rush and afford that day. I was feeling like Van Hal. It's a struggle to talk about drugs. When you're factual, I can get nicked and end up cancelled. So I'd rather go uptown and spray a little D or some hunch. I was upside giving up pictures, done it so much, could've turned to a collage. They fucked with the buds, but love the white more like Nigel Farage. I scream fuck first cause I've been harassed. I was on Eagle, bros on my line. What you mean it won't take cash in Van Cleef? And then they had to buy cut harass. The hood's too hot. It's a first class flight to Accra. But they wanna put boiled egg in my salad. I left my yard filled with 50s, didn't remember my bank cards. I really wish bro was with me. He got an 8 on his back like Lampard. That can't be an up trying to diss me. He was in an interview room singing ballads. He ain't none of them things so allowed. Like how you don't feel embarrassed about me looking all Nicki Minaj. Cause I got a spaceship in my garage. My young boy went over there about something. Into the sauna in them massage. You know me, I kick back and manage. Sent them there with a rush and afford that day. I feel
Montreal, my city. Next month, it's the Black Winterfest. Get with Hype Montreal. It's the best morning show in the country. The Morning Detour, Mo Chaser. Jamila in here. Coming up next, exclusive Africa story. I want to know everything. I want to go back to the jungle. DJ Moon One, let's go.
Now I hop out the 4x4 and jump out one by one. Hop out the 4x4 and jump out one by one. Hop out the 4x4 and jump out one by one. Hop out the 4x4 and jump out one by one. Way back when, didn't wanna know. Way back when I was on the road. When the time came, never had a coat. Mommy doing work, but the money always low. Now I'm on the road, so sweaty, we on the road. OT tips for the soul, I'm getting low. Phone still on the stove, I need some more. Get my A&R on the phone, let's do a tour. Be about it, don't talk about it. I got doing the dirty, I'm still around it. All these women doing my head and don't need a baggage. I got my connected with lemons, pick up the package. Like into the bank, 4x4 truck. Thinking about the times I had no buzz. Now I'm at the park, down show love. But I already know what contour does. Go ghost if you lie, make sure the door don't hit you. I was trying to put Donnie's on, but I don't think they really got the picture. You can show both if you like, too bad your girl don't miss you. Things don't change for a before when I used to be the victim. Now I hop out the 4x4 man, jump out one by one.
You don't know Montreal to get on my top boy floor. My UK thing, you get me, bro? You get me, bro? Let's go.
Jump out one by one. Hop out the 4x4 man, jump out one by one.
The sound of a boy that was broke and wasn't known. All alone, got 3-4 friends, but on his own. Now the deeps, I played that hard in these streets. I know grief, I buried my brother at 15. These seen who I was, who I am. Baby girl, what's your name? Who's your man? You're not doing the same when he's at the gram. If you really know my worth, then let's make plans. Go, play smart, you know on the net. But phone needs no love in the set. Let's the broke, owe me respect. Word on road is in my city, I'm a vet. Made my mum proud and made my dad different. With these jobs, we might have got chicks. Cold whip, they better get a grip. If they ever get to ask why I did it for the fifth.
Go ghost if you lie, make sure the door don't hit you.
Don't make it hit you.
I was trying to put Donnie's on, but I don't think they really got a picture.
We don't miss nobody.
You can show both if you lie, too bad.
It's that new Frenchie Montana. It's off that Money Heights.
650 horses in my engine. I used to ride around in a 10.
It's that fancy. Big up to yourself now.
Diamonds that hit like some fancy. Turks and Caicos rented out an island. We hopping off boats to some jet skis. My enemies talking about me made me laugh cause it sound like a joke when they did. I like my women in flavors like I like my weenie. The strap, I'm designing the seeds. Looking for rats, I've been setting up traps. Had to make sure that no one gon' come for my cheese. Gold on my neck, sitting on an ET. When I drop a single, they go platinum at least. Playing my role, but when it's time to go, I know everybody gonna listen to me. Double begging, they gon' hit them for me, but they do it for free. Put my finger, they gon' get them for me. Homicide unit gon' pick up the pieces. Already blessed, so don't give me your blessings. I'm sipping off syrup, I ain't never gon' sneeze. All of my steppers gon' step up for me. Like a super soaker, hit him, drench up his teeth. Got a disease, I've been rolling out feet. They gon' check if I breathe anytime that I sleep. Seen a little boy that was talking about me. Made him kiss my ring, he almost knew to my feet. Thinking about me on the gram is getting out of hand. I know this victim is the scheme. Gotta protect the bag at all times. Everybody leaving when I wanna leave. 650 horses in my engine. I used to ride around on the 10 speed. Addicted to buying jewelry. I got VVS diamonds that hit like some fancy. Turks and Caicos rented out an island. We hopping off boats to some jet skis. My enemies talking about me made me laugh cause it sound like a joke when they did me. I like my women in flavors like I like my weenie. The strap, I'm designing the seed. Looking for rats, I've been setting up traps. Had to make sure that no one gon' come with my cheese. Gold on my neck, sitting on an ET. When I drop a single, it go platinum at least. Saying my robe, but when it's time to
Frenchie, give it to me. Let's go.
Gold on my neck, out of protect. Only thing free if you call it collect. Shout out to Max and get to the trip. So when you come home, you ain't missing a step.
Montreal, baby.
Driving at least. We drop a single, go diamond at least.
We don't fear no snow.
Guy on the east. Shoot out with killers and slide with the freaks. 150 I charge for the fees. I'm from New York where they robbing the priest.
Yeah.
Bugattis or Bentleys. Pay for the box, I get nectar free. Look like a jeweler, I pop your medulla. They needed a shooter, they sent me. Stick like a ruler, teach like a tutor. Suckers out here trying to test me.
650 horses in my engine. I used to ride around on a 10 speed. Addicted to buying jewelry. I got VVS diamonds that hit like some fancy. Turks and Caicos rented out an island. We hopping off boats to some jet skis. My enemies talking about me made me laugh cause it sound like a joke when they did.
The Morning Detour on CKUT 90.3 FM.
Let me load up your mic. Let me load up your mic. I'm just letting the beat ride a little bit. I'm gonna let the beat ride a little bit. Let it be ride a little bit. Woo! Montreal, my city, 8:24 in the morning. 8:24 in the morning. You're locked into the Morning Detour. A little bit left, man. And the back end of the show, great interview with Cammy Food. She has these superfoods. It's fresh off that Desta incubator program they had for young entrepreneurs. So things is moving. Now, if you don't know, listen, man, you gotta get on her Instagram. I hike Montreal. I saw you go somewhere. I didn't know where you're going.
I did.
I heard you are fresh from Rwanda. I'm talking about Jamila, of course. She went to the motherland. She went back to the roots. She was in the jungle with the zebras, reconnecting. She brought Hike Montreal to a whole different continent. You can't swag, man. Shout out to the black entrepreneur women doing their thing in the city, man. Great brand, Hike Montreal. Yep. Black Winterfest coming up next month. Can't wait. I'm going to be ice climbing with Jamila and them.
Yes.
So there's Big Will and Friends, and then there's Jamila and them.
Jamila and them.
Jamila and them.
Nice though, huh?
Jamila and Them is the series produced by Weezy Moon Chaser and Maggie. It's coming out next fall.
Awesome.
It's Jamila as the main character and her two Haitian sisters. And how they kind of navigate life and love and relationship and business.
Oh, Lord.
Jamila and Them. Jamila, I want to know everything. I think a lot of us that came up in hip hop and we're talking about Africa. I always go back to Nas and Belly.
Oh.
I always go back to Nas and Belly. So if you guys remember, if you guys remember Nas' character in Belly, he was dating one. Was it T-Boss he was dating?
I can't remember.
One of the TLC chicks. Yeah. That was his partner. That was his character's partner in the movie, and that was the whole thing. Nas wanted to go back to the motherland. He had read this book and it kind of inspired him. And all of us grew up in hip hop, kind of had this thing at some point we should all go back home.
We should.
There's a lot of misconceptions about Africa, and I blame UNICEF for that.
Yeah.
I want to take UNICEF to court. And all of those ads on, I come up at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, a penny a day and all of that.
Fly running around the child's face and shit.
Africa is beautiful. But now I'll pass the mic on to you. Walk me through your trip to Rwanda.
So this was such a last minute trip. I literally needed to put my head and mind on off. So my brother and my sister-in-law at the last minute were like, all right, I'm going to Rwanda. I'm like, and honestly, it was really between Rwanda and Brazil. And Brazil is a little chilly. So I was like, I'm not feeling that. I want to go somewhere warm. Take me back. So it's my first time. So first of all, I got to travel first on business class, so I have to say something about business class. Hold
on, how you flexible? I know. Walk me through it.
My brother works for Air Canada, so in all
give us all your business. It's okay. It's only 19,000 listeners. It's okay. But before we go to that, you're going to Africa. Walk me through the mental process, because I'm thinking about the big bucks. I'm thinking about the heat. I'm thinking about the fact that I think that some Africans don't view us North American blacks as also being in the same kind of diaspora as them. Mentally, before you got onto the plane, what were some of your...
I think I didn't even get a chance to even let that seep in because it was such a last minute trip. I'm telling you, we're traveling on standby. So it's like, okay, pack your bags and we're out. So did it really sit in? And also my brother's been to Rwanda so many times and family have been to Rwanda. So it's such a progressive country that I was like, let me pack my shit and go. And some of my friends were like, oh, did you get vaccinated? Did you get all your bit? I was like, didn't I get hepatitis when I was in school? That'd be good.
All West Indian kids, in their late 30s, we just assume that our parents took all the necessary
precautions. Didn't they take care of that shit? I'm so bad. Don't listen to me. But I mean, I'm so bad. I was guilty in that. I was like, didn't I take a tetanus shot? Didn't we? I have that little count net.
This is Jamila from Hike Montreal. Her journey to Rwanda, Africa. You went to the motherland. So talk to me about business class. What's the vibe in first class?
First of all, I'm gifting you the business class. Let you take it because this is gonna be your one thing. So it's not like we paid the full price, because he works for the airline. So that is something else. I was like, I can't be in the back with the commoners no more. I was so bad.
When you get a taste of the highlights.
It was something else.
When you get a taste of the flight lounge, the first class, you can't go back.
Whoever, and honestly, I flew back in economy.
Vex.
I was vexed the whole way. First of all, they gave me food in an aluminum carton.
Like you're a jailbird.
Like I'm a jailbird, open it, peel it. First class, they gave me plates. Where were the plates in the back? I don't know. I was like, and it was unlimited alcohol.
They gave you plates?
They gave me plates. I ate a steak on a plate.
In first class, flying to Africa?
Man, I shouldn't be saying this. I don't want to be flexing for people.
No,
this was
this is where you come to flex.
This was something else. It was such a nice experience. I went there with no expectations, and I literally got to relax the whole time.
I got to take off my toque.
I got to relax. I pulled up. First of all, I drank a whole lot in the business class.
Because it was free.
It was free. I'm gonna. First of all, they greeted me with champagne.
Look at that.
I'm gonna take it.
Look at that.
And they had orange juice, so I made myself a mimosa. Look at that. I was like, I'll take 2.
So you got to Africa tipsy?
Borderline tipsy, because it's such a long flight. So anyways, We flew all the way to Brussels, did our transfer from Brussels, then went to Kigali, landed in Kigali at nighttime. I'm getting out. I've never seen so many Black people in my life.
Talk to me.
I was like,
I'm about to cry.
I don't think it even hit me the first day because I was like, this is so odd. I felt odd, and I know that they know I'm not from here. So,
For those of our beautifully non-Black listeners, they're not quite understanding that. Like, you know, as soon as Black people,
oh my God.
It's like kind of like when you go into the States, but this is like even more OD,
Yeah.
where everybody's Black. The baggage handler, the pilot, everybody in the same.
Like the minority was the whites. Like, let's just
imagine that.
It was such a beautiful feeling. I felt really nice. I felt so safe, to be honest. I felt so safe. That's an odd feeling, right?
Did you feel? I envision myself, and I am going to go to Africa at one point as well. I envision myself when I come off the plane to feel this certain being washed over with a certain level of Black pride, and
there was that. I was picturing it like coming to America. I was like, I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna be like Akeem, like, landing and shit.
I'm here.
I'm here. Like they've been waiting for me. Nah, they weren't waiting for me. They're like, they continue with their lives. But as soon as I landed, honestly, the one thing I'm gonna tell you that stood out to me, and this is where, this changed everything for me.
Talk to me.
The country is so freaking clean.
Africa,
let me say this again.
Yeah.
I landed in Rwanda, in the capital, in Kigali, and the country from the city to the north to the south, it is clean. I live in Canada,
beautiful.
Okay? And I've traveled. I've been really blessed to travel the world, okay? And I've never in my life have ever seen a country this clean. In my life.
Africa.
So this told me, first of all, I was like, how is this country? There was no dirt and garbage or pollution on the floor. And keep in mind, Africa is also very is a country that is highly polluted because Western countries and European countries be putting their trash in our country. Let's just be very clear. And we have a very hard time with filtering a lot of that shit out. So to land in a country, first of all, that is rebuilt. Remember, Rwanda had a whole genocide. There was a whole war that went there. The president right now is just phenomenal. They literally keep on nominating him over and over and electing him over and over again because he's doing the work. The country is so clean. I'm not even joking. I saw paper on the floor and I felt guilty. I was like, I need to pick this up. One of these things don't belong in paper on the floor. I was like, let me carry this.
Look at that Montreal Massey we're talking about. Jamila is fresh from Rwanda, Africa. Yeah, I mean, we've been lied to on all those infomercials. Like I'm sure there's parts of the thing, but this overall vibe that Africa is just like this desolate wasteland.
No.
And there's no beauty, there's no structure.
Well, there's a narrative there, right?
Yeah.
So I mean, we don't control the narrative. We don't control the media. We don't control the narrative. And the narrative is basically that Africa is not the place to be because obviously we're not the ones controlling the narrative. So there's part of that too. But for me, once I landed there, I was like, this country was really safe. Two, it was freaking clean. The party life in
okay.
I can't even
so let's go there.
I landed on the 31st. I was like, okay, we're just gonna,
Oh, you were there for New Year's?
I was there for New Year's. I've never went clubbing in a country where the country didn't sleep.
Was it like every African movie we've seen on Netflix or every bootleg African movie we've seen?
Yo, it's kind of like that, but better, man. Because I was there. People are pulling up at the clubs at 4:00 in the morning.
High fashion.
Our clubs are done this is called a rave in Montreal. If you're clubbing past 4.
People are pulling up to the club at 4 o'clock. So what's the energy?
The energy, like, first of all, people are highly dressed. So like head to toe, there's security in every place, just so you know. So you're not pulling up and thinking that there's not going to be safe. Like people are walking through security gates at every juncture, anywhere you're going. The women were dressed. I have to say, the booties in Africa was something else.
Crazy.
I went there feeling quite ashamed. I was like, what happened here? The hips for days and days and days and days.
It's the soil, man. The soil.
I don't know. It's what they're eating was. I don't know because the booties were.
Are they bubbling down in the club?
It was something.
Are they bubbling down? Is it a real sweat jam down in there?
It is literally a real sweat. No, like people don't sleep. The turn up was real. Like it was from. I think we started clubbing. It was 11. I was like, let's say 4:30 and 5 in the morning. I'm like, let's go up. But they were still partying. They were still partying. It was still partying. People were in line at 4 a.m. while we're getting out. I'm like, where you going? In line. So the club where we went not only had really nice drinks, they had barbecue. So they had barbecue.
Is it a resort or a club? Where did you go?
I was eating. I got brochettes and alcohol at the same time. So I don't know. It was like the best of both worlds.
Look. See, I tell y'all to get with Hike Montreal. So you went from first class flying and eating steak on plates. All you can have to your belly content in liquor.
Oh, yes.
Then you're in the club, sipping juice, sipping liquor, and having brochettes.
I did.
And it's 4 o'clock in the morning.
I know, it was 4 o'clock in the morning.
What's the people like in Rwanda?
They're
how's
so
African
kind.
people like?
I have to say, they're really kind. They're very welcoming. Very welcoming. I loved it. The whole vibe was really nice. I didn't feel out of place at all, actually. I felt really at home.
So besides clubbing and eating all the good food out there, did you do anything? Did you go on a hike?
So, I can't go anywhere without being drawn back into nature. So,
please tell me you went to the jungle.
So we left Kigali and took a 3-hour car ride up to the south, which is called Akagera, and they have a national park there. Their national park is about 125 kilometers plus. We get into this national park, and there's a hotel in the national park. That's where I'm staying for for the night.
Look at who are you? You stayed in the hotel on the national park?
In the national park. And so we took a safari, and the safari brings us through the national park.
Oh my God! You did a real safari. What did you see?
I did, because I don't go to zoos here in Montreal or in Canada, just because I'm a little finicky with that. I'm like, they transport them. They're not in the natural habitat.
It's because we came up on Free Willy. That's why.
Maybe I don't like the feel. So I was like, you know what? I'm in the country. This is where their natural habitat is, and I loved it. As we walk into the gates, I see zebras, and I was like, oh my God, like real zebras.
Yeah, I'm just thinking about Eddie Murphy from Madagascar.
Yeah.
So, does the zebra look exactly like a horse, or does it I know it has the same kind of semblance to a horse?
It has very similar resemblance to a horse, but the stripes are just beautiful.
I was about to say that.
And what was really interesting is no zebra has the same stripes, and so the
not
baby
the same pattern.
Not the same pattern, and so the baby at a very young age is trained to know their mother's stripes. I was like, that's so beautiful. So we saw a herd of zebras. I got to walk down from the hotel and see the sunset, and there were baboons. I was just they were jumping off the trees, and it literally looked like a scene from
Tarzan or something.
No, from what's the name?
The
Lion
movie.
King. That's it. From the Lion, it looked like a scene from the Lion King, and I was like, oh my God, this is just so surreal. It was just magnificent, honestly, beautiful.
Imagine that, Montreal.
Yeah.
You are in Rwanda, Africa. You walk down from the hotel, and you're seeing the sunset. You're thinking about Lion King.
Yeah.
You're thinking about Tarzan.
Yeah.
You went back to the motherland. That's beautiful. What's going through your mind as you're going into a new year? You're in the motherland. You're seeing the sunset. You've had a great 2022 with your brand, with your business. Yeah. Your marketing's A1. I'm a big fan of your joints. As you're seeing the sunset and you're in Africa, what's going through Jamila's mind at that point?
My mind is so at rest. It's first of all, when I got there, at that moment, I was like, I cannot only come here alone. I have to bring my kids down. So I'm going back. I'm going back, and
if your brother-in-law is sponsoring the units, you know what I mean?
We're all going back.
We usually need to touch rope. Yo, can you imagine me at an African party? I say, my friends, give me the mic.
No, first of all, the moment I got there, I knew that
I'm coming back.
I'm coming back, and my family is going back. My family is going back for sure. But my extended family already had planned for us to go to Ghana in 2025.
Look at that.
Which Nicole is included. So we're all supposed to be going to Ghana, but Ghana is supposed to be the turn-up country too.
I might have to squeeze myself in because I've never done a trip of Mike to Ghana. But we've done DR only. But I might have to talk to Nicole. I might have to squeeze myself on that.
Well, our family's big on big travel, so we've done our big.
Saint Martin.
They went to Saint Lucia. We went to Haiti together.
I always go somewhere and then you guys go there after. Saint Lucia's beautiful.
Saint Lucia, I heard was beautiful. I didn't get to go. I didn't go. I was, but the hiking was amazing. So you know, my brother and my mom went hiking.
Yeah, my homegirl Camille, she did it. They did that famous hiking spot.
Yeah.
2025 Ghana.
Ghana.
I'm gonna text Nicole.
You can pencil it in,
I'm gonna text Nicole. I'm gonna tell her.
Yeah.
I gotta tell the wife I'm gonna do that because I feel like at some point, I'm a part of this group, Grind Now Shine Later. A couple of guys used to play AAU ball together, and we sponsor a boys club in Nairobi, Kenya.
Oh, I love that.
So yeah, we definitely were trying to plan a trip to go see that. Shout out to Joe that runs boys club. Nice. Because there's a lot of street boys kids there, and they get in trouble with the police. So we created this. Joe created this habitat, this safe haven for them. Yeah. And we've contributed to build basketball nets for them, sponsored them. We've been doing that for a couple of years. Shout out to all my boys that Grind Now Shine Later. Unc, Skip, Nephew, and it's dope because we're a collective of guys that grew up playing ball at Sunny. Yeah. And we all pull money into this fund every year. And shout out to our bantam coach Russ. He's like he's like this father figure for us, and he's in this group with us, this initiative for us. We also help out the kids. Russ is a teacher out there up north with the Inuits up there as well.
Nice. You guys should really go. You should go.
But I'm trying to jump because I know how y'all family do it. I've been the extendo.
My family's a bit crazy, so
when you marry, somebody like Nicole married Maggie D, my best friend. I'm like that crazy, like that movie You, Me, and Dupree.
Yeah.
I'm Dupree. I'm texting Nicole right now.
Dupree, I'm coming up. But
I'm telling my girl right now, we going Ghana 2025.
We're going. If there's a place to visit, I'll be honest. In Africa, you need to pull up to Rwanda. It's an up and coming. It's also rated one of the top places to visit in the world right now. So you should definitely be.
I'm texting Nicole right now. Put me on the Ghana trip right now. No. Put me on the Ghana trip right now.
2025.
Give me your last takeaway from Rwanda, Africa.
Oh, jeez. My last takeaway was actually a sad one. It was like I've been duped. They've been lying to me.
They've been lying to us about a lot of stuff.
They've been lying to me. I was like, it's.
What hurts is not the lie. What hurts is that we feel we can't do nothing about it.
Yeah, but that I'm my mind shifted and I'm slowly changing and I can do a lot about it. So my next couple of the next year is going to be me touching base and going more to the motherland for sure.
No, we gotta go back. Oh well, in that spirit, I'm playing a little motherland mix here real quick here. And then after that, we're gonna play the great interview I had with Cami Foods. She had this superfood that she made. Turmeric, matcha. I felt great when I had it, and I met her through the Desta Incubator Program.
They have a great program, actually.
Yeah, Desta's a great
really
Black
great
community.
Programs, honestly.
Desta and Whipcut to me are the A1 in terms of Black community service in the city. So this is Cami Food. You can follow her online, Cami Food. Nice. She also does yoga as well too. Oh, cool. And she has a degree in chemical engineering. Beautiful sister, doing great things. So let's play some music here. And also, let me shout out one time. I forgot to plug this party. Actually, not party. Yeah, it's kind of like a party cypher kind of thing. Let me go to my boy S. Dot. It's the thing. So Wicked Saints presents The Rapture. So that's gonna be February 11th at Blue Dogs. That's hosted by Smokey Inc. Regulators, all them guys gonna be there. Russ, D-Voids, DJ Blaster. Tickets are $10. So that's Wicked Saints presents The Rapture. Let's promote urban music, promote rappers from the city. So that's gonna be at Blue Dog. Munch of my this has been a beautiful day, man. Jamila, thank you so much. When can we have you again? I like when you're in studio. You're good. We might have put you in the Morning Detour cover shoot. We got to talk to Maggie. I love having you on. And listen, Maggie, you're going to be my gateway to get on your family Ghana trip.
Oh, yes. Please do.
I think me in Africa with Nicole and Mike will be the biggest.
It's going to be something else. But honestly, thank you for having me. It's honestly blessed. I want to see you at our Black Winter Fest. People pull up. It's really, we'll be promoting it. You'll see it on our page. We're going to
talk about it.
Follow me at Hike MTL on IG. And our Black Winter Fest is literally a fraction of the price of what you'll ever pay. Transport included, all in all.
Who's doing that for you, Montreal?
Yeah, we're doing that for you. So, pull up for the Black Winter Fest.
Big up to all Black entrepreneurs. Hike Montreal. Make sure you follow them on social media. Black Winter Fest is all going to be talking about until we get down to February. Black History Month's around the corner. But for us, Black people, every day is Black History Month. Shout out to Black Excellence. Shout out to Rwanda. Shout out to Africa. On Monday, it releases the interview. Official DJ Chubby Chub, technician to DJ Shirty, DJ Blaster, exclusive one-on-one with Weezy Moon Chaser. Yours truly. The Morning Detour. This has been great. Much of my city. Keep it locked. Still got more music. Still got more conversation. It's the Morning Detour.
Thank you.
There's only one more chaser. Nobody's this hyped necessarily. They say I'm on drugs.
But my only drug is hip hop.
You love this life. It's the Morning Detour on the Mighty CKUT 90.3 FM.
La STN vous souhaite la bienvenue à bord.
Lose yourself to the rhythm one time. Damn it, baby, you got me. No fire. I'm not looking for your love. I'm honest. I just want a piece of that. Yeah, yeah. I don't need your love. I just want your body. Put it on me. If I be with you, I just want your body. Pull it on me. Ignite it. I'm gonna put it. Yeah. Don't fight it. I'm gonna put it. Yeah, I know. See the baby make me feel alright. See the baby make me go on. I think that they feel too much. See now you got one, baby, make it all. Make it tell me what's in there. Can I go ride for you, ride for me, baby? Get the girls and they dance to my music. I don't need your love. I just want your body. Pull it on me. If I deal with you, I just want your body.
The Morning Detour. The Morning Detour on CKUT 90.3 FM.
Yes, Montreal, my city. Welcome back. It's the Morning Detour. Weezy Moon Chaser here. Now, I'm still vexed. I didn't get no doubles from Sunday lunch, but we're going to get an order going on here. I just found out she has some chicken wings as well. Now, bringing it on to the stage, we have Mika from Cami Foods. What's going on, Queen?
Yeah, that's me. Hi, everybody.
So now, Mika, what is this right here? You know, before we start, you're out in the streets with your superfood, with your healthiness. You know what I mean? Stop spreading joy. Here, you have such a resonance about you. You gave me a sample a while back. Walk me through this a little bit.
Yeah, exactly. So what I just gave you is what we call a golden latte. So how it looks like for the people who cannot see, it's like a latte, but the color is yellow.
Right.
So what it does, it's that it helps you boost your immune system. It's good for your digestion, anti-inflammatory. It's also good for your skin health. So the ingredient is just milk and turmeric, the turmeric blend from Cami Food.
Oh, Cami, okay. Well, so she plugged that joint right there. Cami Food. Okay, so okay. Talk to me about the superfood, what you're engineering, because I feel like you're a mad scientist with the healthiness here.
Yeah.
What is Cami Foods about?
Yeah, what is Cami? That's such a good question. And usually, you don't even know where to start because there's so much to say about Cami Food. But maybe the first thing that comes into mind is about the name, right?
Yeah.
Like when we say Cami Food, where does that come from?
Yeah.
Some people say that it's Mika. Cami Mika, I'm like, okay.
That's why I thought that was a derivative, right?
Yeah, maybe. But Cami, it means God in Japanese.
Well, look at that.
Yeah.
I love me a name with a semblance. Okay, Cami Food.
Yeah, so the idea behind it is to make you feel divine.
Yeah, well, listen, I feel heavenly after this joint right here. What's this one called here? Something like this golden nugget? What's this one called? The golden tea? The golden latte.
Yeah.
We need this every morning on the Morning Detour. Can we buy this by the liter?
Well, usually it's in the form of a powder.
Okay.
So what you do, you simply warm up your milk and then you add some tablespoon of the powder. And then there you have it. Your latte is here. And you can also make smoothies. So it doesn't have to be hot. You can also add it into your baked goods, in whatever things you want.
Yo, I feel healthier by the sip. So superfood, what made you, we're talking off here, you don't eat meat, so you are fully vegan?
Vegetarian.
Okay, cool. So what made you start Cami Food? You just felt like, more people need to boost their immune system, more people need healthy skin, and us black people, we got the melanin. You got to get the turmeric. I feel like there's so much things we do with turmeric that's beautiful.
Yeah.
But what made you feel like, hey, listen, there's a space, there's a need for Cami Food in the world of catering and chefing?
Yeah.
Food lovers everywhere.
Yeah, of course. It started with my own experience, right? Because you'll be able to share it to others only if you have an insight about it yourself.
Right.
It has to come from your story before you're able to share it to others.
Right.
So what happened with me is that during COVID, a lot of things happened during COVID, right?
Everybody, I ain't gonna hold you, man. Everybody found themselves during COVID.
Yeah, there was always some time, like during COVID, something happened, like you switch, what happened? During COVID. Everybody has that story. So during COVID, my story was that I was staying at home more often, like everybody. And I started to eat a bit more.
Okay.
But what I realized was that most of the snacks, right, they were unhealthy. They didn't have what I needed. They all had a lot of dairy, especially the blends that I was looking on the market. I was snacking a lot because, the fridge is just over there. You're thinking about like nibbling on something.
You're just working from home. You're not even putting pants on. It's just a top.
Exactly. And everything that I was finding, it always had like added sugar. It had tons of stuff that I didn't need. And I always like to have a drink with me. When you're working, you're drinking something to give you some energy, maybe to help you.
Yeah, give you a little
to
boost.
supplement you, exactly. So it started with me in the morning. So there is another flavor that Camille Food has, the matcha.
The matcha.
Exactly.
Oh, what's in the matcha? I love me some. I love Cami Food. I saw super blends. I saw engineering. It's a healthy skin. I was like, listen, sign me up. I love that.
Yeah, I gotta talk to her. Yeah. So the matcha, it's another blend. So Cami Food has 3 different blends.
Yeah, talk to me.
It has the turmeric one, the yellow one, if you want. By color, you can remember. The matcha, it's green. So when it's green, you know it's healthy, right?
Right.
And you also have the cacao. So color brown, the cacao. So it's a blend. It's not just turmeric. It's not just matcha. It's not just cacao. It has different ingredients into it.
How did you figure out what blend works? Like, was it a trial and error? Did Nesta help you out? Like, how did you figure out what blend works for you?
That's such a good question. So I figured it out myself. So when I joined Desta, I was already far ahead with Cami Food. They helped me with other areas.
Right.
But for the formulation, I did it myself.
How'd you do that? You just tried stuff?
I tried it, but I also have a degree in chemical engineering.
Well, Mika, you gotta come on, man. You gotta open up with degrees. Come on, sis. You know what I mean? You work hard for that. Come on. I'm tired of you guys coming on the show. You don't open up with the good stuff. You have a degree in what?
Chemical engineering.
God damn, God's good. God's good. I know that's tough to get. My friend, she got one of those.
Yeah.
You're really smart. Like you're underselling it. So like you're like Dexter's Laboratory. You know.
Why Dexter? Like, why did you?
So you figured out your own formulation to use your schooling. That's dope.
Yeah.
Cami Foods. This was really a superfood. You really made it.
Yeah, definitely.
When you figured out the right blend of ingredients of that, did you celebrate? Did you open a bottle of wine? Like when you figured out, like, okay, this works. How excited were you?
Yeah.
You did it on your own. You did that.
Yeah, exactly. So I had my little notebook. I was taking notes. Like my mouth was so tired of tasting, like every day. Like I was changing by the percentage, it was just trial and error until I figured it out. But when I did, I knew it. That's it.
Well, listen, you got a degree in chemical engineering. You know what's going on. Oh, I love it, man. Where do you see Cami Food going next? Do you see yourself open up a shop? Do you just like to do ready to order? Where do you see yourself going with Cami Food?
So definitely I see Cami Food expanding into stores. People really like the product so far. Some people, they order online, on the website. Sometimes I go to events as well. So they like to buy it, they want to try it, and it's only online for now. We're maybe in some yoga studios, but for now we're looking to
let the
go
people
into
know.
stores.
Well, let the people know early where we could get it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
How they could get some Cami Food super engineered joint.
Super engineered joint, yeah, for sure. So you can find Cami Food online on our website, www.camifood.co. It's not com, it's .co.
Yeah.
Or on Instagram. On Instagram, you can DM us if you have any questions. We are also in some yoga studios in NDG, Morpho Bleu, in the Mile End, Louvre Gang. And yeah.
Yeah, I know Louvre Gang.
Oh, cool.
So what's next for Cami Food? Like, what would you like to do next? Like, aside from opening a different store, like, are there new stuff that you're trying out?
Yeah.
Yeah. Give us a sneak peek, Cami.
You know.
Give us a sneak peek. It's the more details. It's only the whole city listening. Give us a sneak peek. Like, what's next? Because, okay, give us what you have already, right? So we have the golden latte. We have the matcha.
Yeah.
And then we have the cacao. I can never say properly. Cacao. I can't say properly.
Yeah.
So, what do you want to do next? An energy drink, maybe? Like what? Like
yes.
Like what's in the? Give me a little.
Oh, you're so good at this. Like I almost want to say it all. You know.
No, I don't want the partners to get mad at me. Just give me a little sample. But I would say this. It tastes really good. I don't feel like some like healthier drinks and stuff like that. You get this vibe where it's like, oh, it just feels like I'm drinking grass, right? This is healthy and it tastes great. It tastes like a nice, well done porridge. Oh, man, that's great.
Thank you.
Just give me a sneak peek. Just give me one thing. What's next? Cami food, super engineered.
Well, I would say that maybe the sneak peek, maybe just a hint, you know?
Give me a hint.
Because the mission of the brand is to help empower people through food.
Yeah.
So the next thing that's going to come, it's going to give you power.
Okay, she got the vibranium on lock. She engineered the vibranium. What's coming, Mika? What's coming?
Something is coming. Something is coming, you know? Something is coming. It's coming.
Let me ask you this before I let you go here. Talking about your experience being part of the Desta incubator program for cooking, what was that like been for you, and how has that helped you move your business along? Because I know you said once you got down with Desta, you're already along. So where has Desta come in and help you with Cami Foods here?
Yeah, definitely. So when Desta came here in my life, it felt so different because even if you don't realize it, there are not a lot of people helping out, especially when you're a small business.
Oh yeah, talk about it. Yeah.
And sometimes you don't even know where to start. You don't know where to go. You need guidance, but you look around, no one did it. And you need like a support group. Some people who already know would make it easier for you. And when you're a small business, usually you're on your own.
Yeah.
You are the person taking the picture. You're the CEO.
Tell them. They think it's overnight.
The person editing. You're the person filming. You're the person doing the finance, the operation. So just having like a group of people who are knowledgeable in all those areas can unlock so many, I wouldn't say years of
saves you a lot of time.
Effort, exactly. Like last week I had a meeting with one member of Desta, and oh my God, like the questions I had a year ago, because Cami Food started in March 2021. I had those questions at the beginning, but I couldn't figure out the answer, and she gave it all to me.
One time, in one meeting.
That was like...
Shout out to Desta, man.
Yeah, that's...
Berlin's doing his thing over there, boy. I love that. You guys are a great group of people, man. Some great food, and some things that are needed in our community. And what I like best too, you guys are black, you guys are women, and it tastes good. It tastes good.
Yeah.
And shout out to your degree, chemical engineering and all of that. Let the people know one more time, I'm speaking with Cami Foods, Mika from Cami Foods. Let people know, give them the website one more time and give them the IG. I suggest everybody try some of her drinks. This is great. This golden latte, it might be a player's choice on the detour.
Yeah.
But yeah, let people know how they can follow you and how they can put in an order.
For sure. So you can follow us on Instagram. It's Cami Food. So it's written Kami Food. It's all together. And the website is www.camifood.co. And you can place the order online. You can find us in some yoga studios. On the website, you will see all the places where you can find us.
Yeah.
And we got 3 flavors for all your needs. Matcha is for energy, good alternative to coffee. Golden latte, I drink it every night before I go to bed to help me digest because I eat a lot.
Oh, look at that. You don't look like you eat a lot. You a liar, Cabby. You don't eat a lot. But you're vegetarian, so I don't know.
I'm vegetarian, so it's a lot. I mean, we are getting a lot of food. And cacao to relax, to unwind, to release the stress. So I'm sure you're going to find something you need. 3
drinks for 3 moods, Cami Foods. Thanks so much, Mika.
Thank you.
Okay, Montreal, it's our throwback joint this morning. Tony Yayo coming next month. Ricky D events. Holla at your boy Weezy Moon Chaser. I need that tickets. I need the exclusive. Tony Yayo coming to the Belmont. You know, quite a skep. He's my favorite G-Unit character. Let's go into it. Throwback joint. Munch on my sit. Let's go.
Sit on that gangster shit. On my way. OT to flip them bricks. And that big body bench, you know it's a 6. Got your bitch on my dick, I stack them kids. And I'm flash as the fuck my jewels is sick. From a block, where you can see the kid. Don't front, motherfucker, you know my style. I don't go nowhere without my 40 cap on the low. Shorty got a thing for the kid. And you know, I'm finna take her back to the crib. Here we go. I'ma show her how I play live. At the door, I tell her take the clothes off. Shit. Shorty since I got the dancing on me. The way that she moves is making me horny. If I wake up next to her in the morning, I'ma turn over and tell her let's do it again. Shorty so she got good dancing on me. The way that she moves is making me horny. If I wake up next to her in the morning, I'ma turn over and tell her let's do it again. I put the G&T unit, baby, I got game. Heady both good to go and I don't know your name. Is it the wheels on the high car, meals from the shop bar? Or you just want a quickie with a rap star? Ladies, tell the truth, you know I'm cute. But what really turns you on is the rims on my coat. Before you jump in my whip and you get dropped off. Going to the telly and you getting popped off. I can't stop thinking of the things you do. When you're freaking me and I'm freaking you. I said the ice on my neck make you shorty still. Baby, let me fly you in my lip. Stop, slow down, baby. If you hear this in the club, shake and go down, baby. It's past my curfew, but for real, no. Tear up the club, don't call my P.O. Shorty sister got the dancing on me. The way that she moves is making me horny. If I wake up next to her in the morning, I'ma turn over and tell her let's do it again. Shorty so she got the dancing on me. The way that she moves is making me horny. If I wake up next to her in the morning, I'ma turn.
The Morning Detour on CKUT 90.3 FM.